Property ownership in Thailand is a bad idea. Honestly, you hear that all the time online. Forums are full of horror stories, bad builds, legal traps, and developers disappearing. But is that the whole story, or are people just looking at the wrong places? Today, I'm at Zensri Lakeside Prapassorn, where things are completely different. They're bringing international engineering standards to one of the most peaceful spots here in East Pattaya. Come with me for a chat with our local developer to see what it actually takes to build a world-class home here. So, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
You don't just wake up one day and decide to build a luxury estate. So, what's the story behind ESS Developments, and how did your team get into the Thai market?
So ESS Developments is, or should I say, was founded by Gavin, my boss. Gavin's been here in Thailand for over 25 years. He's an engineer by trade, and he worked in the Thai market on various large projects, including hotels and condominiums. And then he decided that he wanted to develop ESS and bring his experience and wealth of knowledge on the Thai market into his own projects, and that's how it started. It originally started with a small project, and now we are one of Thailand's leading developers. We're still a small developer, but I believe that we are now becoming a recognised brand.
For sure.
We've done several projects now across Pattaya and Koh Chang, and that's kind of how we started.
Yeah, so with your residential brand Zensri, we've seen it in Koh Chang, we've seen it in Jomtien and Central Pattaya. Why did you pick Prapassorn as the next place to have the housing project?
So Prapassorn Lake is a very up and coming area. It's very attractive for what we believe is our ideal target audience, which is families, which is people looking for good investments in terms of rental properties. It's close to all the international schools, it's close to all the golf courses, and actually it's only still like 20 minutes into the centre of Pattaya. So it's the perfect area for those people that still want to live in Pattaya. They still want all the local amenities, but they don't want to be in the heart of the city. And actually, it's stunning around here, right? You've been around here. The Prapassorn Lake's stunning. So it was the perfect location for us to introduce Zensri Lakeside, which is our signature kind of lifestyle project.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite like a peaceful retreat around here. You have the convenience and the lifestyle, everything.
Yeah, it's perfect for that. And it's our first single-story project. Single-story houses are becoming more popular, and obviously the land price in Prapassorn is cheaper than the city, which means that we can build on bigger plots.
That's a great insight. I mean, the market is definitely growing with the one-story houses, especially for expats who are moving to Thailand.
Yeah, they're very popular amongst families with young children that don't want stairs, people who are elderly that don't want to be up and down stairs, and actually, like, this project gives the owners chance to have like a big open space, kitchen, living room, open terrace out onto the swimming pool, which is good.
All that sounds really good, but let's address the elephant in the room. How do you advise your foreign buyers to legally own and structure the ownership in Zensri Lakeside Prapassorn?
Okay, so it's the hot topic right now is foreign ownership in Thailand. We've seen the government are cracking down on illegal structured companies, which has meant that there's not so much confidence in the market right now, which is a shame, but I believe a lot of that is built from misinformation that's online. So we've taken legal advice, we've spent hours and hours working with our legal team to come up with a structure that we believe is safe and secure and actually 100% legal. It's a leasehold structure, it's 30-year lease, which is renewable. It's also transferable and inheritable, and what's key is that it's registered at the land office. All the taxes are paid on the company leasing it back to the foreigner. It's a 100% legal and safe and secure way for foreigners to occupy property in Thailand. However, the landscape is changing all the time. We don't know whether the government will announce something new very soon, so we're keeping a close eye on the market, but we're super confident that any client that you bring to us here as a developer, that we're advising them correctly, and like always, we always advise that they take their own legal independent advice as well.
I mean, that's really important as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's not, as a developer, we buy land, we build houses, and we sell. It's not within our interest to ever try take any land back from anybody or anything like that. And what's key for us is that we are working within Thai law so that our buyers know that it's safe. And actually, we cannot afford to tarnish our reputation. You know, we're a growing brand, we're a growing developer.
Yeah.
We've got projects lined up for the next 10 years, so we have to get it right. There's a lot of misinformation online. We believe legally we've come up with a structure that is perfectly safe and secure for foreigners, and I would be happy to sit down with any of your clients and have a conversation with them, and also with their lawyers as well. We're not hiding anything. We're open to conversations with people around this new leasehold structure. We're fully transparent about it. It's frustrating for us as a developer as well that there's uncertainty in the market, right? You know, we're here to make sales. That's what we do. But we are also in the same position as the buyers, right? There is uncertainty. We're working as hard as we can to make sure that we can continue to offer these villas to foreigners, because one thing that hasn't changed is the demand for people, or should I say the demand for foreigners coming to Thailand that want to buy property is still there. You read in the news that Thailand's finished. It's not true. It's not true. The demand is still there. You know, I'm here on the ground every day. The inquiries that we're getting is still higher than it's ever been.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there is a little bit of uncertainty in the market, and we're trying our best to make our clients feel safe, because they should do, because what we're offering is perfectly safe.
What you just told us is a very detailed information on ownership for landed properties, because I mean, like you said, there's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet, so I think our audience would be really happy to just kind of hear that from someone in real life. Yeah,
that's I speak the truth. We want to be transparent, and that's it.
Of course. What is the one detail in this entire build that you're most proud of? And it is proof that you aren't just another developer trying to cut corners.
That's quite a difficult question, actually, because I'm really proud of this project, and I'm really proud of our team and the finished product that we've got. If I was to pick one of my personal favourite things about this house, I think it's the walk-in closet, right, in the master bedroom. But to answer your question more specifically, I think it's just the quality, the standard of quality, and the layout of this property. The high ceilings, the way that you walk in to the large open plan living room, standing from the kitchen, you can see out across the terrace onto the swimming pool. The doors here, they completely open, so you can host guests, you can host family, and you feel like you're in a really large entertaining space. But it's also got that real cozy, homely feel to it as well. So I probably haven't answered your question very well. And the truth is, I haven't got one specific feature about this property, because there's so many. There really is. It's, you know, we've got little touches like an outdoor shower, you know, we've got a Thai kitchen to the side, you know, even little little quirks like the shoe cupboard on the entrance, you know, it's stuff like that. That another developer would just leave that as dead space, but we looked at that and we thought, what can we put there? Yeah, great, an outdoor shoe rack, right, that's covered with sliding doors. It's perfect, and it's the first thing people see. We've got a feature front door, which is really cool. The wood comes down from Chiang Mai. We designed that ourselves. So again, it just gives people an insight really into who we are as a developer, that real thought goes into this. You know, the owner of the company, Gavin, personally goes to Chiang Mai, you know, and he deals with our furniture supplier up there. You know, he will choose types of wood. So it's really well thought out. You know, we're not just importing loads of bog standard products from China, for example, or from around the world. You know, we really, you know, even our sofas, they're made specifically for this project with a local supplier. So a lot of thought goes into the projects.
Wow, so a lot of these furnitures are actually locally sourced?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
We try,
Okay.
You know, in a world where everything's imported from
Yeah.
generally China, we try to keep as much as we can made locally by local people.
Okay. I'm like really stunned by the fact that everything is locally sourced
Yeah.
right now. I mean, honestly, that I think is one of the best thing about this development. Everything is locally sourced.
Yeah,
in
we're a small
Thailand.
team. You know, we're a small local team. It's a family-run business. We are growing, but we've still got that strong family unit. I'll be fully transparent. Not everything is.
But,
But
yeah.
the majority of the things are. We get the sofas made, we get the beds made locally. All the tables that you see, the wood comes down from Chiang Mai. But even when we go source things like furnitures, fixtures and fittings, we will buy that from a local supplier. You know, we've got suppliers in and around Thailand. Obviously, we import some stuff from overseas that just is not manufactured here in Thailand. But the majority of the stuff that we use is purchased in Thailand, and we firmly believe in keeping the local economy alive, which again brings me back to our other point about the ownership. It is frustrating because it affects not just us as a developer, but it affects, you know, everybody in Thailand as well who relies on developers to generate business.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time today. I think our audience will be very happy to learn more about ESS developments. So, is buying a property in Thailand a bad idea? Clearly, it comes down to who is pouring the concrete and managing the budget. When you have commercial grade engineers treating a boutique project with international standards, underground electric, smart home systems, saltwater pools, the risk evaporates. If you want to check out these Sensory Lakeside Prapassorn for yourself, the details are in the description below. Don't forget to like, follow, and let me know in the comments if you prefer to live in the city center or out here by the lake. I'm Pinky from Roof 21 and I can't wait to show you around. Bye bye!